Different breeds.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call this Board of Zoning Appeals April 8th meeting to order. It is 6:30 PM, and if you would all stand and join me with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Lisa, can I have a roll, please?
Mr. Coleman.
Here.
Mr. Cooper.
Here?
Mr. Danderian.
Here.
Mr. Howe.
Here.
Mr. Jennison.
Here.
Thank you. We do have a full board tonight, and we can move right into old business, which we have two items, but they're both staying tabled for at least this month.
That's correct.
Okay, so we'll move right into new business. And again, I see first two items are requested to be tabled. They're both for the same property, 261 Merritt Road. And so we can expect to see them next month.
I believe that's their intent, yes.
Okay. If that's the case, any objections as far as keeping that table or requesting that table? We don't need to do a motion on that, do we?
Yeah, motion for each.
So I better do one for each, huh?
Yep, yeah.
Okay. I would like to make a motion to table variance application 25-007. And can I get a second?
Second.
We got a motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll, please.
Mr. Cooper.
Yes?
Mr. Howe.
Yes.
Mr. Danderian.
Yes.
Mr. Coleman.
Yes.
Mr. Jennison.
Yes.
Thank you. Variance application 25-007 has been tabled. And I'd like to make a motion to table variance application 25-008. If I can get a second.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll, please.
Mr. Danderian.
Yes.
Mr. Cooper.
Yes?
Mr. Jennison.
Yes.
Mr. Coleman.
Yes.
Mr. Howe.
Yes. Okay, variance application 25-008 has been tabled. Moving right on to conditional use 24-006. And Jack, can you?
Of course, so the location of this is at 18 South Belmar Drive in Reynoldsburg. It's currently zoned GB General Business. The applicant's requesting approval of an extension to an approved conditional use, CU 24-006, pursuant to section 1215.09 of the Pataskala Code. So up here, this is the parcel in question. You got Broad Street to the north, South Belmar Drive on the east. So 1215.09 states that a conditional use shall be void if not carried out within 6 months of the date of approval. They, however, may request a single 6 months extension. This conditional use was approved last year on August 13th. Per the applicant, there were some delays in obtaining architectural plans for the building permits, as well as getting improvements together to meet the zoning requirements. Therefore, they are requesting that 6 month extension. So the application extension request and findings of fact from that August hearing are all attached to your staff report. I do have the entirety of that presentation up here, should we so need it. So I can go over through anything, just let me know. Otherwise, if you choose to approve the applicant's request, the conditions may be considered. One, that they carry out that conditional use within 6 months. Two, the applicant obtain all necessary permits and inspections from the city, Lincoln County Building Code Department in 1 year. And the applicant address all comments from planning and zoning staff, the water district, and the fire district. And if there's any questions on this, I'll be happy to answer.
We approve this as it is written in last August, is that correct?
Correct.
And is there any changes from that?
No changes. You just
Just
be
an extension.
granting an extension to the existing approval.
Okay. Do we have any questions for staff?
No, sir.
The applicant is Marcia Drummond. Is Ms. Drummond here? Did you want to add anything, to testify anything more?
Me personally, but the owner, if you.
Did you want to testify something? If you do, come on up here and we'll get you sworn in. And if you could face Lisa, raise your right hand. She'll get you.
Swear or affirm the testimony you have to give is true, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
And our understanding again is we reviewed all this last August and you heard that. What can you add for us?
Yeah, Mark Schuster. Just wanted to
let you all know, we are in process. We've submitted several things to Lincoln County Building Code. Really, the holdup now is they had indicated that in addition to the architectural drawings that we had submitted that show the plans and the two things that need to be modified to code, which is a ramp and the bathroom entrance, just widen the entrance, those are the only two things. The building code had indicated that they want structural drawings now from an engineering firm. And so I have filed an appeal, basically saying that is a burdensome request and that the use of this property really doesn't, I mean, I have an appeal basically next Friday to basically say, try to get a variance for that request because the use of this is really no different than a residence. And it has the proper, for the architect and the drawings, has the proper things necessary except for two things we need to do. So.
Okay, so obviously you're in the middle of still working on this.
Correct,
And
yep.
so do you have any concerns or thoughts that you might not be able to get it accomplished in the next 6 months?
I do not.
Okay. And Mr. Schuster, you are what relationship to the applicant
I actually am the landlord and
or the landlord? Okay.
the landlord. Actually, and also with what was up on the screen, I think it showed one parcel. Everything's combined now. It's one
Yeah.
parcel. Yeah.
Correct.
It's one
Right.
parcel.
Very good.
Okay.
Okay, any questions for Mr. Schuster?
No.
Thanks,
No,
Mr.
Thank you.
Any discussion? No.
Not for me.
Now, because it is we're renewing it, do we have to go through findings of fact again?
No, you don't.
Then we won't. That being said, does somebody want to make a motion? I think we just make a motion to renew this.
I move to
conditional use as written.
approve an extension to continual use to a conditional use pursuant to section 1215.09 of the Pataskala Code for application CU-24-006 with the following conditions. The applicant shall carry out the conditional use within 6 months from the date of approval pursuant to section 1215.09 of the Pataskala Code. The applicant shall obtain all necessary permits and inspections from the city of Pataskala and the Lincoln County Building Code Department within 1 year of the date of approval. And the applicant shall address all comments from planning and zoning staff, SWL, CWSD, and the West Licking Joint Fire District.
Thank you. Got a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second that.
And any discussion? Hearing none, roll please.
Mr. Coleman,
Yes.
Mr. Vandereen,
Yes.
Mr. Howe,
Yes.
Mr. Dennison,
Yes.
Mr. Cooper.
Yes?
Thank you. Extension has been granted. Ms. Drummond and Mr. Schuster, you're all set. Good luck in the next 6 months. Okay. Next item on the agenda, conditional use application 25-001.
Of course, so location of this is at 91 East Broad Street. It's currently zoned GB General Business. And the applicant's requesting approval of a conditional use pursuant to section 1215.08 of the Pataskala Code to allow for the establishment of a tobacco store within an existing commercial unit. Take a look up here. This parcel outlined in yellow is the subject parcel, with this red area being the unit that's to be leased. So we got Broad Street to the north, Township to the west. They do have a small access on the International Drive to the south. It's about 2.7 acres total. It's currently occupied by about a 12,000 square foot commercial building that has 87, 89, and 91 East Broad Street in it, as well as a 2,200 square foot commercial outbuilding, which is 24 Township Road, as well as some asphalt surface parking. The applicant would like to occupy the unit with a liquidation store and tobacco store. The North American Industry Classification System identifies that as use code 469991, which is tobacco stores and establishments primarily engaged in retailing cigarettes, electronic cigarettes, cigars, tobacco, pipes, and other smokers' supplies. That specific one is a conditional use of the GB zoning district pursuant to section 1249.04 part 19. The liquidation store aspect of the proposed business is permitted though. There's no exterior improvements aside from any signage they might put up. In the narrative statement that was submitted by the applicant, they believe that the proposed use would not be hazardous or disturbing to existing or future neighboring uses. That would be harmonious with and in accordance with the general objectives of the code and the comprehensive plan. That the site is adequately served by essential public facilities, and that the proposed use would not involve uses or activities that would be detrimental to any person's property or the general welfare. Here's kind of a look at the property as it exists. So this is at the intersection of Broad and Township looking east. That'd be the corner store there. And this is looking south into the property from Broad Street, and that would be the unit they would be occupying there. So as part of our review, staff would offer the following comments. The future land use map recommends neighborhood commercial, such as that being intended for small scale retail and office uses that complement and support nearby residential. The proposed use would be in line with the recommendations of the comprehensive plan. Additionally, pursuant to section 1249.04 part 19, the proposed use is a conditional use in the current zoning district of general business. 1291.16 states they have to provide one space for every 200 square feet of gross floor area. Per the auditor, that unit's just over 4,000 square feet, which is 21 spaces. Currently, there's 55 on site between the three existing uses of Capilano's Pizza, the Buster's Corner Store, and the Karate Studio. That is enough to meet the minimum requirements of the code between the three existing and one proposed uses. Again, 1215.09 conditional uses have to be carried out within 6 months of the date of approval, although they may get 1 6-month extension. The conditional use also expires if such use ceases for more than 1 year. The applicant will need to contact the fire district for a new business inspection. Didn't receive any comments from any departments or agencies. For the surrounding properties, to the north is zoned PRO, which is currently a single-family house and a nursing home facility. The east is GB General Business, which is some drive-through restaurants. The south is GB and R20, medium low density residential, which is some miscellaneous commercial uses and single family homes along International Drive. And to the west is GB, which is a restaurant. There are your findings of fact for conditional use. Of course, also buried in your staff report. Should the board choose to approve the applicant's request, following conditions may be considered. The applicant will obtain all necessary permits from the city of Pataskala, the building code department, and the West Lincoln Joint Fire District. That the applicant shall carry out the conditional use within 6 months of the date of approval pursuant to section 1215.09 of the Pataskala Code. And if there's any questions, I'd be happy to answer those.
Thank you. Any questions for staff?
No.
Okay, I do have a speaker request form, Mr. Alshgood. Is that correct? Step up to the podium, please. And if you could swear in with Lisa.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony about today's truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
And if I could have your name and address for the record.
Asil Al-Shakur, it's 1539 Worthington Park Boulevard.
Okay, Mr. Ashgar. You've heard the presentation. Is there anything that you'd like to clarify or add to that?
I think everything is good. That's the business owner over here, will be the owner, I'm his brother-in-law. The business will be Pataskala smoke shop and accessories. And yeah, that's it. He's the owner. He don't really speak English that much. He just has me to use here.
Good.
That's it.
Okay. Any questions for Mr. Alshgar?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
You
you.
can go have a seat. Thank you. It's pretty straightforward to me. We've got an empty parcel and I think that obviously something that can fit in there. And we have approved a tobacco store just fairly recently too, down farther
Yeah,
down
we
Broad
did.
Street. Any other comments? If not, I'll go right to findings of fact. Okay, findings of fact, conditional use 25-001. One is in fact a conditional use as established under the provision of Title III of the Planning and Zoning Code for the specific zoning district of the parcel listed on the application. And there was a conditional use listed on the application, so yes. Two, it will be harmonious with and in accordance with the general objectives or with any specific objective of the city comprehensive plan and or this code. And I thought Jack mentioned that it did fit into the comprehensive plan. Correct. So we're okay with yes? 3 will be designed, constructed, operated, and maintained so as to be harmonious in appearance with the existing or intended character of the general vicinity, and that such use will not change the essential character of the same area. The building is there, it's been established, not any real changes. So I would say yes for that. Okay. 4 will not be hazardous or disturbing to existing or future neighboring uses. And I don't see how it would be, so we'll say yes for 4. 5 will be served adequately by essential public facilities and services such as highways, streets, police and fire protection, drainage structures, refuse disposal, water and sewer, and schools. Or that the persons or agencies responsible for the establishment of the proposed use shall be able to provide adequately such services. I think those services are all there currently. So we'll say yes. 6 will not create additional requirements at public cost for public facilities and services, and will not be detrimental to the economic welfare of the community. And I believe that yes, it will not. Okay with yes? 7 will not involve uses, activities, processes, materials, equipment, and conditions of operations that will be detrimental to any persons, property, or the general welfare, including but not limited to excessive production of traffic, noise, smoke, fumes, glare, odor, potential for explosion, and air or water pollution. And again, I don't see. So we'll say yes, it will not involve these uses. For 7. 8 will have vehicular approaches to the property, which shall be so designed as to not create an interference with traffic on surrounding public thoroughfares. And yes, that's already in existence for that property. And 9 will not result in destruction, loss, or damage of a natural, scenic, or historic feature of major importance. And I know no major historic feature there, so I think we're okay with yes. So it looks pretty straightforward with all yeses for 1 through 9. Any other discussion then? Hearing none, can I get roll? Or get a,
Motion.
don't need a roll, I need a motion. Excuse me. Someone give me a motion.
I move to approve a conditional use pursuant to section 1215.08 of the Pataskala Code for application CU-25-001 with the following conditions. First, the applicant shall obtain all necessary permits from the city of Pataskala, Licking County Building Code Department, and the West Licking Joint Fire District. 2, the applicant shall carry out the conditional use within 6 months from the date of approval pursuant to section 1215.09 of the Pataskala Code.
Thank you. Got a motion? Can I get a second?
Second.
And motion and a second. Any discussion? Now we can do roll.
Mr. Jemison,
Yes.
Mr. Cooper,
Yes.
Mr. Vanderian,
Yes.
Mr. Coleman,
Yes.
Mr. Howe.
Yes. Conditional use 25-001 has been approved. Mr. Ashcore, good luck with the project.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. You're welcome to stay for the rest of the meeting, but you certainly don't have to. All right, let's go to the agenda. All right. Since there are no other cases to review, I'll go right to findings of fact, and I'd like to make a motion to approve the findings of fact for conditional use 25-001 as we just discussed. Can I get a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. Roll, please.
Mr. Howe,
Yes.
Mr. Coleman,
Yes.
Mr. Jemison,
Yes.
Mr. Vanderian,
Yes.
Mr. Cooper.
Yes.
Thank you. Findings of fact, conditional use 25-001 has been approved. I'd like to make a motion to excuse Mr. Dandrin from the March 11th regular meeting, if I can get a second.
Second.
Okay, motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll.
Mr. Cooper,
Yes.
Mr. Howe,
Yes.
Mr. Vanderian,
Yes.
Mr. Coleman,
Yes.
Mr. Jemison.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Dandrin. You've been excused. I'd like to go ahead and make a motion to excuse Mr. Jemison from the March 11th regular meeting, if I can get a second.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion?
I'll do it myself.
Roll.
Mr. Coleman,
Yes.
Mr. Vanderain,
Yes.
Mr. Howe,
Yes.
Mr. Jennison,
Yes.
Mr. Cooper.
Yes.
Mr. Jimison, you have been excused.
I don't want to get left out.
All right. One more. No, I guess we got two. Anyhow, like to make it, well, everyone should have received minutes or certainly in your dais and maybe online. If there's any edits, additions, deletions, so anyone would like to discuss? Hearing none, I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes as presented. Can I get a second?
Second.
And any other discussion? Roll, please.
Mr. Vanderain,
Abstain.
Mr. Cooper,
Yes.
Mr. Jennison,
Abstain.
Mr. Coleman,
Yes.
Mr. Howe.
Yes. Thank you. March 11th, 2025 minutes have been approved as presented. Any other business to be brought before the board?
I don't have any.
Hearing none, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn until our next scheduled meeting of Tuesday, May 13th. Can I get a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. Discussion? Roll, please.
Mr. Howe,
Yes.
Mr. Coleman,
Yes.
Mr. Jennison,
Yes.
Mr. Vanderain,
Yes.
Mr. Cooper.
Yes.
Thank you. Meeting is adjourned.
Record time.
We did